Yo, let's get it. This is the ranking video for all 10 perks available in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Let's get straight to it. First of all, 8, 7, and 6 are kind of interchangeable to me, but I did rank them for you nonetheless, just for you. I kind of have 4 tiers when it comes to perks. Ultimate, really good, average, and worthless. First place is Ultimate, 2 to 5 are really good, 6 to 8 are average, 9 and 10 are worthless. At least for most games. 1, you have to have. 2 to 5, you should purchase as soon as possible. 6 to 8, you kind of get as you play deeper in the games, at least for most games, if you're ranking high enough in the rounds. And then 9 to 10 are more bonuses per se. You can afford them and get them from challenges, but don't go out of your way to get them. Number 10, Tombstone. First on the list, aka last place, Tombstone Soda. Everyone's favorite perk. It has no use in this game really. With self-revives purchasable and craftable at the table, this perk kind of became irrelevant. Also, the zombies can hit you while you are in the ghost form, which is kind of annoying too. And you have to activate it after you go down, which is kind of pointless too, because if you're down, you already have practically lost it. There are just better options out there. Save your money. Want to see how useless it is? Watch this. I did not do this intentionally. Voila. Number 9, Mule Kick. Next on the bottom tier, which actually sounds a lot better in theory. Having a third primary weapon is awesome. But if you take into account that you got to spend 50,000 essence to fully upgrade the weapon, not to mention the salvage to get it to legendary rarity, it's not really as good as it sounds. Also in Cold War, the ammo is kind of plentiful. Gone are the old days of Black Ops 2, 3, and 4 where you'd run out of ammo for both your primary weapons, and having that third one would be useful. This game kind of eliminated that with the additions of the ammo box and just the expanded zombies gameplay in general. But if you're higher level and you have your 2 primaries fully upgraded, go for it. Number 8, Death Perception. It's useful to me basically just for the Fury Crystal challenge. That's about it. In Outbreak though, it can be clutch when you see the chests and the collectibles through the walls. Helps speed up the exploration gameplay. Also, for a while, when you upgrade the tier, the random offset numbers in my salvage inventory was just throwing me the fuck off. I guess I should start reading stuff while I upgrade it. You know, the extra salvage is a neat gimmick. Does it really help? I'm not sure. But also, you know, seeing through walls is convenient if you're trapped in a building trying to do a challenge. The ability to see those zombies kind of coming at you is useful, but there's just better perks out there, honestly. I do enjoy the song that plays when you get the perk, though, at this machine. Number 7, Elemental Pop. This is another one that is more useful in theory. It's actually pretty damn effective, but more so for amateur players. I find it annoying. This is because you always get the unwanted effects at the most inconvenient times, like electricity to just stop them instead of killing them, or maybe a brain rot where you're trying to save a zombie to complete a task during the Easter egg. Those two can be very annoying and they kind of get in your way sometimes. Anyone can deal with the occasional explosion, napalm, or ice, but brain rot can really mess up your plans. The electric cherry though, when fully upgraded, is an elite skill, and that is why Elemental Pop gets the nod over Death Perception in my opinion. That reload. Number 6, PhD Flopper. Surprisingly a perk they added that I love. Mostly because it negates all the splash explosion damage. This is pretty damn useful, especially in the later rounds of games. It gives you the freedom to use an RPG or grenade launcher without that little voice whispering splash damage in your ear. How many times have you had that little amount of health, you took that last shot, and that splash damage took you out? The jumping and sliding damage are also kind of neat for the perk. The slide can really save your life in critical moments. I'm sure it saved countless lives. Parkour! Number 5, Stamin-Up. This is my personal favorite perk. I would have made it number 1, but I had to make an unbiased video. I like running around, exploring and shit, fucking shit up. But this perk really establishes the good players from the average players. If you know how to run around, train the zombies, you have the map memorized, you really have no limits to the round that you can make it to. In fact, when I don't have Stamin-Up, I always feel like something's missing to my character build. You should almost always have this perk whenever you're trying to do a good run. You know, because if not, those damn hellhounds, man, they'll get you. They're going to get you. They gonna get you. Number 4, Quick Revive. This was a roller coaster perk for me. At first, it didn't seem as useful as the Black Ops 2, 3, and 4 days. Yeah, you can revive your teammates faster, but with the field upgrades, I didn't really think Quick Revive was as useful anymore because of the healing one. But when you upgrade the tiers and your health starts regenerating faster, elite. Especially in the later rounds, when you're facing those elite enemies, this perk is a must. When you start taking that heavy damage and then you need to get away and escape for a couple seconds, your health bar recharges. Those 2 to 3 seconds could be the difference in a full health bar and you getting downed. During my first zombie runs, I didn't really purchase this at first, but I'm starting to get this more and more each time. Also, if you're a good team player, this perk really helps you revive your teammates faster without getting a couple swipes in from the zombies in the process. It helps you revive them and then run and get the hell out of there. Number 3, Speed Cola. This is one of the perks that you have to have. A staple, a tradition. Once you pack your guns, you're sitting there waiting for that LMG to reload. Who are you going to call? Speed Cola. But okay, yeah, this one is kind of self-explanatory. I mean, it's round 30, you got zombies on your ass, you're sprinting, you're reloading, you turn around, you start shooting. Run, reload, empty clip, rinse, repeat. When the enemies are tough in the later rounds and you need to just turn around and start loading clips on hordes, this perk really shines. Kinda underrated in some aspects because it's so reliable and it's such a guarantee. Also, sometimes you just don't notice a difference because you use it so often. You know, in almost every good run, you always have Speed Cola. Number 2, Deadshot Daquiri. We talked about reloading, we talked about health, we talked about recovery, but you know what's damn important in this game? Dealing fucking damage. This is why I have Deadshot Daquiri number 2. The magnified damage whenever you hit a critical point just counts for too much. Especially later in the game when you have elites spawning left and right and the special zombies, you need that damage. It helps. Oh, it also helps with your aiming, right? So, you know, you get those headshots in, line them up, and fire away. This is one of those perks you don't really feel the drastic change because when you purchase it, it just helps your sway so much when you're aiming that you don't really notice it. You know, it just kind of slowly fixes it for you. But trust me, it does make that difference in the later rounds with headshots. Get it, deal some damage. Number 1, Juggernog. Oh, come on, man. You know this one was coming. This one just always goes unsaid in every Call of Duty game. This has been a staple for years. You can't beat this one. Without Juggernog, you die in 2 hits. You need this. I almost put this second, though, since the new armor system kind of duplicates this perk. But in reality, the armor system just makes Juggernog that much stronger. You wouldn't survive a Mangler Shock, a Mimic Swipe, or a Megaton Gas Bomb without it. There's a reason why on all zombie maps they give you this perk with most of the Easter eggs for free. The Dancing Coffin Easter egg in Die Maschine, staring at the Ether Bunny in Firebase Z, you always get this perk. It's a staple. You should always get it first. Because if you can't take hits from zombies, you're not surviving anything. That's what this whole game's about. And it actually makes sense. It's a nog. It's made from eggs. It's hearty. It's full of protein. Eggnog tastes like shit.